Hello everybody and welcome yet again to more Too Spoopy. I am your host Gunsage, and what in the hell are we going to play? Well, yes, DOSBox, obviously. Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. It was a bitch to get this one to work, but I think I got it. Now, some might not consider this to be a horror game, but I would argue that there's actually quite a lot of horror elements to it. I mean, good God. It's like Castlevania, the adventure game. Play as a fighter, magic user, or thief. And I will select what I always select. But the important thing to understand about this game is whoever you choose, you can beat the game with, whoever, doesn't matter. Everybody has a different method of play. So like with a fighter, you usually, go in kind of guns blazing on different stuff. You're a really strong character. Magic user, of course, you've got magic. You can craft, I think you can craft stuff, like potions and things of that nature. With a thief, you gotta be a little more clever. You can pickpocket and steal shit and, the whole 9 yards and everything. And in the process of doing that, you're more of a noble thief. You're not, hurting the townsfolk and whatever. So I usually pick a thief because it can be harder for combat, but beyond that, everything else works pretty well. And you'll notice we got a lot of stuff here, like parry, there's nothing. If I want to add something to that, I have to add 100. That's the thing. Certain classes, like for example the fighter, has no stealth, so he would have to add 100 to do that. And realistically, you shouldn't be using stealth as a fighter. So, yeah. Let's see. So, first things first, we're going to add a little bit to luck here. That's a good thing to have as a thief. I'm not going to worry about stealth, because I'm going to use stealth throughout the entire fucking game. Same thing with picking locks and so on. This is new, so we're going to add a little bit to that. Here we go. Realistically speaking, it's a good idea to add a little bit here and there. I'll go ahead and throw the rest on agility, because that's a great thing to have as a thief. Sageth. Yeah, why not? Alright, and looks pretty good. This is an adventure game, but it has RPG mechanics to it, so you get in fights and stuff, and all of these will improve or degrade over time as I do stuff. So, yes.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here?
Yeah.
No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Yeah. So, what a lot of people don't realize, and I didn't realize initially, while playing this game, this is technically supposed to be Quest for Glory 3.
You do not have any magical ability.
Yeah. There was a weird transition, here we go, stealth, from Quest for Glory 2 to 4. They figured 4 would be too hard. So they wanted to make a tweener. See, the thing about the Quest for Glory games is all 4 of them. We'll go ahead and lower this for now because I haven't played it in a little while. All 4 of them are based on the seasons, different corners of the earth, different mythologies, and things of that nature. So you do have returning characters in the game, but for the most part, everything's a little bit different. This is supposed to be, I think it's Austrian and Bavarian and Romanian lore. You start out in a sort of Cthulhu type area, and there's a lot of like werewolves and vampires and different stuff like that going on in the game. This is meant to be fall. So like the first game, it's spring and you're in kind of a Germanic countryside. The second game, it's supposed to be summer. You're in kind of like a desert area. It's got a lot of mythos surrounding that, like genies and stuff like that. Of course this is fall, and then the final one was supposed to be winter. But they were going for like Greek mythology, and it's kind of all over the place because I can see where they were going with it, but it feels more spring-like to me, if that makes sense. So the third one technically was not supposed to exist. The third one is meant as a tweener, and as a result, it does have mythos, but it's more like an extension of Quest for Glory 2 than its own product. Doesn't mean that it's a bad game, but yeah, and I realize I'm kind of, delaying here, but I didn't want to go over the narrator's commentary. That was the whole reason I got this version rather than a floppy version, because the voice acting is really good. But here we go.
You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger, which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
Yep.
You straighten out your jacket and retie your boots. Appearances count. A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks. You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body. You take the torch. It looks pretty much as you'd expect. There's nothing in the torch holder. That didn't...
I don't think there's anything else here.
That didn't...
We'll
that...
check.
That...
Pretty sure that's it.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
Yeah.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
Initially you can't open this because you can't see what it is without the torch, which I need to light. Yep. You strike a spark with the flint and dagger to light the torch. Yep. This will also prevent you from slipping on stuff. Oh,
That
wait.
did...
Hang on. Why aren't you sneaking?
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Yeah, well, that's not the first time I've
You've
heard
made
that.
it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Okay, we're going to continue to sneak. This will build your stealth. So, it's worth doing. I'm going to save. Kind of weird how the music cut out there. Okay.
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open. Perhaps this isn't the right time. The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you.
So these doors are all locked. Well, quote, doors are all locked, so there's not a whole lot else to do. But...
Those scratches on the cave floor look deliberate. They must be a thief mark.
Yeah, it's a good idea to check stuff.
Those scratches...
So...
That...
Come on. Usually that means there's something there.
That didn't... That... You're in the heart of the cave. Stone valves close off passageways leading in all directions.
Well, we kind of already looked at that.
You're in the... You're...
Okay, let's get out of here. Been a while since I played this.
There is a wide ledge of stone near the opening that leads back into the heart of the cave. You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
Alright. Oh.
You are so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. You just barely made it across the pit.
Yeah, I think if you're a fighter, you can't do that. However, you can, whatchamacallit, you can fight it. So I believe that's your first battle if you're a fighter. Notice that all my stamina is gone, so doing stealth is taking away my hit
Slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Actually some kind of monster if it wasn't already obvious.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Now I'll be saving often because I don't remember a few things about this game. I don't remember how to fight. Now, this is where you can also go to rest, which would be a good idea. Now, let's see. Anytime something's red, it means that something's changed. But it doesn't look like my aggro... Yeah. Maybe it's like that just because it's new game stuff. Anyway, let's rest. Give it about an hour.
After some rest, you feel better.
Yeah, I need to rest a little more, apparently. Well, that's okay. We'll go ahead and sneak to the village. Actually,
This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
Well, let's try to take it.
The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Yeah. Cool. Dark One sign. Something about this bronze symbol makes your skin crawl. It looks vaguely like a stylized octopus with only 6 tentacles. Everything has a weight to it, and if you exceed your max encumbrance, then it will tire you down more. The symbol money pouch contains all the money you have with you. Crowns, 14, kopecks, 51, total weight, 65. Yes, even your money has a weight. Dagger, weighs 90 quarks. This is a flat-handed handled dagger, suitable for both close-in fighting and throwing. Leather armor weighs 2,100 quarks. Leather armor provides you some protection against enemy attacks, helps keep you warm on these cool autumn evenings, and generally makes a modern fashion statement. Flint weighs 2 quarks. You have a small piece of gray flint, much like the one described in your famous Adventurer's Survival Course manual in the fire starting section. You vaguely remember something about using the flint and steel together. Dark One sign. Okay, we already did that. Magical torch. You light and extinguish this torch in the usual way, but it's obviously magical since it never seems to burn down. Is there a way to extinguish it? I guess not.
This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it.
Okay. A very
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
Should be easier since I'm a thief, though. Or the game could crash. Are you serious? Let's see if maybe that was just a one-time deal, because I'm not too happy about that. That's messed up. Yes, we know. Sounds like the frat boys are out. Maybe it's on the automatic save? Let's try that. No. Okay. Let's save here.
The path...
Yeah, why is it crashing there? That's weird. Huh. Okay. I don't know why it's doing this. We will troubleshoot it together. Or it'll just keep failing. Better not keep failing.
The path is...
Okay. Let's try something here.
After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you don't have any rations. You better get some food soon.
Yep. You gotta be careful about that. Okay. Is it gonna fail? Yeah. Seems to fail right as soon as I try to go behind that tree. I wonder if maybe running or walking would be better. I'm trying to figure out what it's trying to do. If it's trying to calculate where I am on the map, or if maybe there's an animation it's trying to load that's having difficulty loading. I really don't know. Okay, so... Nope. Okay then. That's not it. Don't do that, dickhead. Okay.
The upper ledge... You can't quite reach the ledge.
Here
That's too far to... That's too... What for?
we go. Okay.
Yes, it...
Oh, now what?
The dark one... Why would... There is no need to show off, right? There is no...
Come Gotta be some reason it's not working out. Let's try this. Just star that for a sec. Sorry to waste your time like this, but we need to find out why this is happening. Okay. Well, fuck you. It's awfully strange. Let's try some here. Really? You're an illegal command. Maybe it's an audio issue. If I can't figure out why this is doing it, then sadly I will, yeah. Oh, there it goes. Okie dokie. Yeah, strange. Hey, I don't care. That works for me. What's
A
this?
delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool.
Can I get
You
that?
can't reach the bonsai from here, and the ledge is too slippery for you to climb on it. Perhaps you can try something else.
Can I jump there?
You do not...
No, shut up.
There is no... Why? Why?
I don't know. Alright, let's just go.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp. The hummock has an unpleasant squishy feel, but at least it's more solid than the rest of the swamp. The hummock has an unpleasant...
Oh, wow.
The decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
Alright. Yeah, okay. So, she said that the town was north. Well, apparently it's not directly north. Okay. Now, you might think... Oh, okay. No, actually it hasn't improved my stealth yet, has it? I know that certain things will give you more experience points than others, but usually walking around everywhere in stealth, which is why I turned the speed up, will raise your stealth significantly. She did say to go north. Oh. This is the
A
castle.
heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Mordavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Alright.
I am Boris Stovich. This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Mordavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years.
Yeah, hint, hint.
Mordavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Mordavia. The name means Dark Valley. Mordavia is the name of this valley and of the town.
Okay, okay.
The heads of the Borgov family were the boyars of Mordavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him. It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Mordavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse. Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain.
Okay.
I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say. I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her.
Okay.
The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that. He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory.
Yep.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
Okay. Now, a lot of this is important since I'm a thief.
I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker? This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotaurs, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission. The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town.
Cool. Okay. Let's go.
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Alright. So as you can see, the voice acting in this is really well done. They do a really fine job of it.
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter. You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
Anything to take?
You can't take the scarecrow. That would be strawberry.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it.
Now, I think if you grab one of these flowers, something happens. I don't remember, though, so I'm not going to chance it.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Okay, let's be sociable.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town.
He's kind of a dick for a while.
Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
Yeah, he's very suspicious.
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
Yeah.
The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night. The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels. There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it. Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Alrighty. Yeah. Not real happy to see you.
This is the major entrance of the general store. Colonel Utel? The private quarters are in the Burgomeister's office.
Boy.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Yeah.
If you must know, my name is Olga Stovich. What's your name, stranger, and what are you doing in Mordavia?
You tell her a few things about yourself.
Oh, professional hero, huh? Easy to say, hard to do. We'll see. Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic, of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy, although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left. 3 twists of candy will cost you just 5 kopecks. The kids love them. Oh, now garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
Storekeeper looks around nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, Some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties.
Which means it is truth.
My husband always said I make the most interesting sandwiches. They're very good for you, and I only charge 50 kopecks each for them.
You really don't want to run out of rations, because then resting doesn't do anything. Actually, I think you start to degrade over time.
The shopping bag costs 50 kopecks. It is very useful for carrying your purchases or other large things.
Flask of oil is also good for greasing locks and hinges so that, things don't squeak as you try to stealthily open them.
A flask of household oil will cost you 100 kopecks.
Or 1 crown.
It's good for door squeaks and can also be used to loosen up rusty wagon wheels.
Yeah.
I can sell you a very nice large pie pan for 250 kopecks. I've always admired the men who can cook. You can purchase the hen broom for 350 kopecks. I'm sure you'll really clean up with it.
It's a good idea to get everything, but especially rations.
What would you like to know about?
Of course she's a gossip monger.
Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy. The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you. Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
Not entirely true.
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it, so don't let your curiosity be the death of you. Yeah, my husband and myself had run this shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but I keep it just the way he liked it. A well-run shop is a busy shop, he always used to say. Not very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares, but a few items that might interest you.
Okay. So let's get the obvious first. I think you can use this as a shield, but I don't remember. Alright, and I think that'll work. Let's see what all we got here. Got 3 rations. These avocado and garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventuring meals you've encountered. Still, they do last a long time and will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you may wish you'd starve to death if you have to eat them too often. Okay.
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
Okay. Let's go to the inn. Get checked in.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Yep.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
Okay. So basically, you can eat here to avoid having to use rations, which is nice.
They stare at you in astonishment.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words.
Yep.
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
Yeah, so they kind of oust you if you're a magic user.
You adopt the traditional thief sign position,
Yep.
wiggling the fingers of your right hand and rubbing your belly with your left hand. No one seems particularly impressed.
Yep, no thieves here.
You straighten out your...
I think this is the door.
There is no response.
Or is it this door?
The room is total.
This door.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Okay.
The chest is empty.
Always good to check.
You light the candle.
No, let's turn it out.
Straighten out... That didn't do...
Hey, asshole.
That did...
Turn it off.
You put...
There we go.
The townspeople have a poor opinion of people whom they see climbing out of windows and over roofs.
But you can do it at nighttime if you need to. Okay.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure.
Igor! Just Igor! Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
Yep.
Town Mordavia, this north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there.
Yup.
Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
Looks stoned as hell. Okay.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things. Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad.
Yeah. Alright, so... Oh, hey, a shovel.
I won't ditch my shovel for anyone. You dig me?
Okay.
It's completely silent beyond the door. The door is locked.
I don't have any lockpicks. I thought I did. frustrating, because I don't know if I
Straighten
can
up.
break
That-
down the door or not.
You're not strong enough to force the door.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you know what? I bet I know.
Are you just sightseeing or casing my place? The old Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
Surprisingly friendly.
Stay out of trouble and other people's business, and you and I will get along with one another. Otherwise, you will get me angry. I'm sure you don't want to make me angry, do you?
Yeah, you gotta be... I think this is another reason why they thought the game would be too hard, because people in this town are relatively suspicious and superstitious, so...
Lock the door, using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
Being a magic user causes concern. Being a thief causes concern. I mean, yeah.
You pick up the rope and grapnel set and tie it onto your pack. Any more weight might strain your muscles. Try working with the weights you already have in the baskets.
That's right. So this is kind of a sort of cardio/workout thing.
A finely crafted sword rests within this case, but there doesn't seem to be a door or any way to open the case. A plaque reads, "Break glass in emergency." The case looks totally solid,
Yeah.
as if it was constructed around the sword. There's no sign at all of a crack or seam in this case. You can't find any way to open it, or even a place to slip in your dagger. The case is totally sealed. Are you kidding? You have trouble forcing a mayonnaise jar open, let alone a heavy case. You'll need to build up your strength before you can get through this one.
Yep.
Which book do you want to read? As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Mordavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necrotor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered unmarried woman.
Yeah.
Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
Oh, I don't have that. Of course, I will need to consult a manual, because there are copyright protection things that they throw in here from time to time. And also, if you notice, there's a bit of overlying redundancy in the game, and the reason for that is because there's so much openness that you can literally find the same information in a variety of different ways and paths. In many ways, there both is and isn't a path to beating the game. There are multiple ways to solve each situation and puzzle, or not to even deal with the puzzle in the first place. It's a very, very interesting series.
The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, "I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online. Jeez, how cheesy can you get?
Yeah.
This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fool. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksul.
Alright, I'm back. Okay.
Hey, this isn't a lending library. Nice try. But the bookshelf won't budge. If there's a secret passage around here, it's hidden a different way.
Now, of course, being a thief...
There is a set of coat hooks in one corner. You never knew adventurers were expected to be that neat. There is an empty picture frame above the bookshelf. Either somebody thought the wall itself was a piece of art, or a thief has been at work here. The frame is concealing a secret passage, but you can't see any way to open it from here.
Alright. One of those coat hooks should open the thieves' den. I don't remember which one. Okay. Is that correct?
You need to rotate the hooks into some set position to unlock a secret passage.
Well, I can see that.
This desk holds the adventurer's logbook, a quill pen, and an inkwell. That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer.
Then why offer it as an option? Come on now.
You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotr heard the voice of Irana. "By all my will, I banish you to..." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Piotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square.
Yep.
A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
Okay.
You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now. A portrait of an adventurer long gone hangs on the wall here. A small plaque at the base reads, Piotr, Paladin.
If you start the game as a paladin, which is a secret, kind of hidden class, you can find Piotr.
But painting shows a proud-looking adventurer standing on an obviously defeated dragon. It might have had more impact if the dragon wasn't just as obviously winking. The plaque says, "Wish you were here in Silmeria, Dunstan."
Yeah, I think Silmeria, if I'm not mistaken, is the first Quest for Glory game.
It's a rare example of the deadly Mordavian moose, distinguishable by its long, fang-like canines. Someone has strung garlic around its neck, probably in hopes that it will stay on the wall.
Yep. Yeah. Alright.
There are a number of books on the shelf, including Hero magazines.
Okay.
Then you see an X. One of the books is a thin pamphlet entitled... Right. This one talks about climbing skills for upwardly
Okay.
Oh, there's one for mages. There are a number of... Then there's Talk. You see an exercise book. Essential... Which book?
Okay. I don't remember the combination that I need for the hooks. It's kind of weird that it's not...
This place of...
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter that much. I mean, it does to a degree, but... yeah.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
Let's remedy that.
After some rest, you feel better. After some rest...
Now, all the Quest for Glory games have
After some-
something similar to this, but it's a little bit different in each one.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now. After some rest... After some rest... There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow.
Yep. Okay, let's do this. We'll try.
Someone has deliberately scraped these marks into the ceiling.
It would have been nice if I could have actually read it.
This place appears a large...
Son of a bitch.
There is a... Just then you remember that you are upstairs. Must have been someone out for a moonlight stroll on the roof then. So I asks this farmer, well...
Okay, come on.
It is said that a...
You can use this to build up your climbing.
The walls are...
Come on. Stealth barely increased. Bet I still can't pry this open though.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. But you get stronger as you do stuff, so... I don't remember if there's a certain amount of punishment you can do or not.
You consider placing a few more weights in the baskets, but think better.
Yeah. So this is kind of what you start doing early in the game. You explore a little bit, but for the most part you work on grinding slightly so that you don't get caught with your pants down. Because yes, combat will help you develop your character. However, combat can also kill you very quickly. So you've got to be careful how you go about it. And yeah, the combat is actually very arcade-like. It goes to like a side screen, and it kind of sort of looks like Tales of Destiny or whatever. It doesn't play like Tales of Destiny, but it kind of looks like it to a degree. Okay.
After
I could keep doing that, but that's kind of boring. Oh, it's dark. That's the monastery, if I remember properly. We won't worry about that for now. I don't remember what all this is. I think it's dark enough that I can start prowling. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. It's dark enough, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do that. So, let's see how good of a thief we are. Probably not very.
you carefully open the window and enter the darkened upstairs bedroom.
Probably ought to turn out your fucking torch. Can I... Okay. Pretty sure you want to put that out, guy.
It's a wardrobe. You hear a distinct... In the pocket of one of the pairs of pants in here, you'll find some money. You add 20 kopecks and 1 crown to your purse.
Alright,
The chest is locked.
not a whole lot I can do about that either. Because I don't have any lockpicks. Oh, that's smart.
Anna, is that you? Oh, Anna, how you love that music box I gave you. Anna, how I love you.
Oh, boy.
No, you are gone, and I am alone. An old man dreaming foolish dreams. Anna.
You hear the sound of the old man falling back asleep.
What? Who? Anna, is that you? What? Who is there? Dmitri, is that you?
That can't be good.
Help! Thieves! Vampires! Dmitri, come quickly! Help!
Well, oil B. Now you know why the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You let this one do a bit too much squeaking and it squealed on you. You've been squelched. Yes, I died. Oh boy. Well, anyway, we figured out what was wrong, and you know, I don't think that's an issue with the emulator, because I recall dealing with that issue way back in the day. Had to do a little bit of troubleshooting to figure out why we couldn't get past that hill. We thought it was something wrong with the computer. It's actually a weird issue with that one part in the game. And I think the Windows version doesn't have that issue. But the problem is, of course, playing the Windows version on here would require some extensive hacking. We're not going to do that. But anyway, That was Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness, a fantastic game by Sierra. Of course, this has been Too Spoopy with Gun Sage, and I certainly hope you've enjoyed. Have a good one.